Hey everybody, it's King here, and I'm going to do another video here for the few stack of records I bought for the day. So let's get started with it because I got a lot of stuff to show here. The first one up is the Jimi Hendrix Experience. This is Axis Bold as Love, or Axis as Bold as Love, and I wish I can get the cover in this shot here because it's a real interesting looking cover. But here's the top portion, I'm sure we've all seen before. And it folds up this bottom portion here. But real cool record. Awesome music on here. I mean, it has Spanish Castle Magic, Little Wing, 619. There's some amazing music on here. And this is that remixed. This is like the remix series that has been coming out, I think, last year or last couple of years anyway. It does have the different color tone labels on the record itself, as you can see. So, very cool design of these records. And just like the last, I bought the last remixed version of this, or remastered version I should say, was their debut album, which was Are You Experienced? And it had a booklet, and this had a booklet as well. There's the front cover of it. Really nice picture of Jimi Hendrix. And this is just a collection of older photographs, some liner notes about the stories behind the making of this album, I guess, while I haven't read it yet. I just got it today, I listened to it, and boy does it deliver. It's a great album. Obviously this is a classic album. That was amazing when it came out in the 60s, and you listen to it now and it sounds just as fresh. You forget you're listening to something that came out in the 1960s. That's how great his Jimi Hendrix songwriting was, and this is a great album. So I'm really glad to have this to go with my Are You Experienced album, and I'm sure I'm going to collect a lot more. Love that series. This one is a record I already had. I already had this record, but I saw that this was also a remastered audio record printed on 180 gram vinyl. And I had just got this record last week, so I wasn't really in the market of buying an upgrade, but it was such a great upgrade, and they took half off the sticker price, so I figured, how can I not get it? And it's U2's Under a Blood Red Sky, remastered. And like I said, 180 gram vinyl, and this thing sounds fantastic. A lot better than the record I bought just last week, or actually, yeah, last week. And what I love about this album is they do include some great extras, or inserts I should say. First of all, here's the album jacket, inner sleeve jacket. Really nice photo of the event of the day. And it also came with a book of pictures here. Just to commemorate the one great concert they did at Red Rocks in Colorado. There's a picture of great picture of the audience that got to see that show that day. And just some great pictures and some great liner notes of the day, of the band at the time. I've listened to this, I have not read through it. Of course I looked at the pictures, but I have not read this whole thing yet. There's some great stuff, and the improvement of the sound quality is amazing. The record sounded great, but this sounds lots better. It was a great remix, and they did a great job on it. So I was really proud to get this. They marked it down to $10. It was originally $22, so I thought it was a steal for $10. And this album just sounds great. Whoever remixed it did a great job. It's a live recording, and for a live recording, it sounds pretty clear, and it is a huge upgrade to what I had before, so real glad that's now in the collection. Alright, this next series of records I got out of the 50-cent bin at my local store, and I think I pulled out some cool stuff, so here we go. The first 50-cent record comes from Chicago, and the band Chicago, and I don't know if this is their first record or not, but it just says Chicago on the album cover and on the label on the record, so I'm assuming this is their first record. I don't know much about Chicago from the earlier records, so I'm assuming I got the first album from the band. If there's any experts out there on the band Chicago, please send me some comments and let me know if this is their first album. I'm assuming it is. I only have one Chicago record, which is Chicago 17, and I love that album, and I wanted to go take a journey back and start listening to some of their earlier records, and so I thought I'd start here and just find as many as I could find. So really glad to find that one for 50 cents. Alright, this next one is from the band Styx. Not really a Styx fan, but I like the way this album's put together, so I figured why not? It's only 50 cents. What am I being so tight about? And the name of the album is Cornerstone. And that's just a basic cover, nothing really that special about that. But in the back here, this album opens up like so. If I can get the damn thing open, to reveal this part here, which is the sleeve that holds the record, and in this really cool platinum color here, really nice. And in the for being a 50-cent record, the vinyl is in real good shape. So really glad to have this album called Cornerstone from Styx. The only song I know on here is Babe, and I thought it was an okay song. And I've never really been a big fan of Styx, but I just love the way this album was put together. It was a nice design. Of course, the record sits here in the middle of all that, and it's just real. It was just real clever, simple design, and I thought that's being pretty clever. Why not? I got the back of it that opens up and reveals all the symbols on the silver paper that we see right here on the album cover. So I thought that was a pretty neat idea. So I thought for 50 cents, I'll entertain him. So there you go. Always been a fan of this man's guitar playing, and never owned anything of his, so I thought I would get this album. So I got Jeff Beck, and this is Blow by Blow. Jeff Beck. Never heard this record before. I can't say I'm that familiar with his music, I just know he's an awesome guitar player. So I can't wait to dive into this. And I got this one for 50 cents. But hey, nice time to start listening to him. Now this one, this is another cheesy 80s rock band, pop rock band. I like a couple of songs on here. So this is just a guilty pleasure record, really. Survivor, Vital Signs. I like the song High on You. it's actually a cheesy 80s song, but a good 80s song. And I can't hold back. So 50 cents. I can visit a couple of songs I like from him. And I'm sure the rest of it's 80s cheesy, but well, I dig that. And another cheesy little 80s album, but I'm sure I'm going to love this a lot. I got this out of the dollar bin. I think the rest of the records are $1. From the Motels. And Little Roberts is the name of the album. The only song I heard on here was Suddenly Last Summer, which was a big hit single for them. And the rest of the album I'm yet to discover. But, I love Martha Davis's voice on the album I own of theirs already, which was called All for One, excuse me. Her voice sounds awesome on that record, and so I can't wait to dig into this one. I know the one hit single, so I can't wait to dive into the rest of this album. And she looks really nice on that cover, so I thought for $1, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. this band, I got one of their records and really liked it a lot, so I thought I'd give this one a shot. Dollar fine, so why not? Dire Straits making movies. Real plain cover, just red and blue. I think I have heard a couple of songs off of here, but memory's still not kicking in. But not a bad find for $1. I thought I'd give it a chance and see if I like it. I really like Brothers in Arms, the one album I own from Dire Straits. And if I like this, I'll go after more Dire Straits records. Another classic rock band. Always liked them, but didn't own much of their stuff, so giving this record a shot. And Toto is the name of the band. And I really love this cover. Really nice little picture there. And of course, this one has "Hold the Line" and "Georgie Porgy." I've heard of those songs. And I always liked the drummer Jeff Porcaro. The guy was just a great drummer, and it's too bad he passed away. He passed away rather young as well. And of course, his brother, I believe, was the bass player in this band as well. And the two of them were a great team, a great drum and bass team. So, and I always admired Jeff Porcaro's drumming, and I hold his drumming in high respect because that guy was a good player. So, real glad to have the album. This artist, I've seen in a few people's videos, and it's like one of those things like, okay, I've seen it, and I think some people played it in the background of their videos. Excuse me, and I thought, I would like to give that a try someday. Well, I found one of his records in the dollar bin, and I thought, hopefully this will be a good place to start out. John Luke Ponty, Mystical Adventures is the name of his record. And when I've heard in other people's videos and how they talked about, I can't wait to get into this record. I think I'm going to love this a lot. And one cool thing is, here's a picture of all the musicians that played on this album. I recognize somebody on here playing the bass, a very young-looking Randy Jackson from American Idol. I always knew this guy was an awesome bass player. And he found his way onto this album. So, really can't wait to give this album a spin. Don't know much about this artist, so I know he's respected. And I've heard some of his music, like I said, in people's videos, so I can't wait to get into that. Another classic rock record I thought I'd just get because what I hear on classic rock radio I really like. And Lynyrd Skynyrd, the album is nothing fancy. This one features the song Saturday Night Special, which I really like a lot. And I like the inserts, some cool pictures of the guys from the early days. Really nice pictures here on the inner sleeve. That's just the lyrics here. And vinyl appears to be in pretty good shape. I mean, I got this for $1 out of the dollar bin. I always expected the vinyl to look like a mess, and I gotta admit, you know, a lot of the stuff they had today was in really, really good shape. So, really happy to have this album. I love the guitar playing in the Skinny, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that. This next one was also out of the dollar bin. Not really the biggest fan of this band, but I keep looking at this album, the picture on this album cover, and I love the way it looks. And so I went ahead and bought the record. This is 38 Special Tour de Force, and I just love that picture of the horses. It is a cool picture. It was really nice with the house burning in the background. I just looked at that and was like, oh, I gotta get this. That is just too nice of a picture to pass up. And I knew a couple of songs off of here. You know, the one popular song I remember was "Back Where You Belong." I remember that was a hit single in the early '80s. Of the symbol here of the horse, and they actually have that symbol. Oh, here's a picture of the guys. You know what the band looks like. 38 Special. And they have a symbol of the horse on the vinyl label. Let me get that the right way. Oh no, I had it upside down. It goes that way. So really cool, you know, the little custom labels here. Um, I thought that was a cool touch. So I thought, what the hell, go ahead and get the record. It's only $1. And you get to discover some cool songs. And if you don't like the songs, well, you got a record with a really nice looking picture on it. So went ahead and grabbed it for $1. $1. Or as Sequoia slang would say, $1. Anyway, back to the records here. Another $1 find. Best of the Allman Brothers Band. And I always listen to their music on the radio. I'm always tapping my foot to it and singing along with the songs. So I'm thinking, what the hell took me so long to go ahead and get this thing, like Ramblin' Man, Midnight Rider. I love those songs. So finally got the album, so really happy. This next band here, I thought I outgrew this record, and I also had it on tape and I had it on CD. So I thought I outgrew this band, so I didn't need to buy the vinyl, but I found a real clean copy of it. And thought, I know it's a good record, might as well just get it. I know I'm going to like it, so I know I've heard it way too many times, but hey, it's a good copy. And it's Def Leppard's Pyromania. This came out in 1983, so I think I was 13 at the time. I was in the 7th grade, and this is when I started paying attention to what I considered to be heavy metal at the time. I think about it, they're not exactly heavy metal, but when I was 13 and never been exposed to any rock bands, they seemed metal to me. This came out at the same time as Quiet Riot, Come On Feel It Noise. So I was starting to notice the metal bands more, and it just got me to like rock music a lot more. Because up until then, I was just listening to a lot of R&B, because that's what was played a lot in my neighborhood. And I think I found this for $4. The cover, the jacket is in very, very good shape, and not much wear on it at all. And the vinyl is very, very clean. So, good looking record. So I went ahead and went for it. Can't wait to listen to this. I know it's going to bring back a lot of memories of being in middle school, 7th, 8th grade. It was just a fun album, and I always loved the drumming on it. And I remember me and a lot of people used to think this band was cursed, because we all know after this album, the drummer loses his arm, and then a little later their guitar player dies, Stephen Clark. So everyone thought this was a cursed band, but they rolled with the punches and they toughed it out, and look at them now. they're still going. All right. This next album, I don't know how to pronounce the name of the album, so I'm sure I'm about to butcher it here. So if someone can leave me a comment and just tell me how you say this properly, I would really appreciate it. So this is from Santana, and this is called Abraxas. Abraxas, I think is how you pronounce this, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is there's some killer music on here. Oyo Como Va, Black Magic Woman, classic songs from Santana. And this has seen a lot of action. There's a lot of wear on this cover, but still in relatively good shape. And the vinyl itself is also pretty clean. So it was clean. So I'm gonna enjoy spinning that. So Santana. Well, we'll just skip the name because I know I'm butchering it, and I don't want to butcher it more than I already have already. So if you know how to pronounce this, leave a comment for me. Help me out. I'll really appreciate it. Okay, once again, I bought another record where I'm not the biggest fan of the band. I didn't hate them. I just wasn't a huge fan. And because I like something about the album cover I really liked, so I went ahead and got it for $2. And ZZ Top's Afterburner. I really like that cover. Nothing against ZZ Top. I like a lot of their music. I just wasn't the biggest fan. But on this band, of course, on this record, there was Sleeping Bag, Rough Boy, Velcro Fly. I really liked those songs. So, and I really loved this cover. I just thought this was a really cool looking cover. I love the back where you see the images of the guys in the band in the clouds. I thought that was a nice touch. I always like things because I think they have a nice touch to them. And what I like is that they have these custom labels here. You see the image here, and it's just a cool image. And of course, the front of it is just the standard credits. But I really love these custom labels they put on some records. It looks real nice. So anyway, that's my vinyl finds here. Really glad to have these records. They didn't cost me a lot, and it's going to hold me over to my next payday where I can really buy some records that I'm looking for. I noticed lately, before I sign off, there's been a lot of tension in the VC. Not a lot, but a little bit. People complain about the dislike button. Some people receiving offensive remarks on their page from a little pain in the ass poster. Guy who posts and just causing a lot of disturbance here in the VC. I hope, and if the same happened to me, I would react the same way, really angry. But I heard a saying today that really made me laugh and made a lot of sense. Someone, a real stupid person, saying something offensive just to get under your skin, and you say, "Oh, I wish we can get rid of this person or people like him." Well, you know, you're never going to get rid of stupid people, because God loves stupid people. That's why He made so many of them. I heard that today and I thought, damn, that is so true. So anyway, that's my thought for the day. And next time you see some annoying poster just leaving terrible comments on your page, just remember, you know, God likes them. That's why He made so many of His kind. Or their kind, I should say. Anyway, that's going to do it. And I will see you guys at the next video.